My plan for this stream is to raise my Blitz rating on Lichess and then hopefully chess.com, and then probably finish with either puzzles or Magnus bots or something. Maybe I'll start with like one puzzle storm. I've been doing this for the last couple of days. Yesterday I scored 54. My high score is 79. I got this score like shortly after Puzzle Storm was released, and I think it was at a time where maybe the puzzles were slightly easier. Okay, let's do this. Welcome everyone. So the plan is to do one Puzzle Storm, and then to elevate my ELO. So what is this one? Probably made in 2. Okay. Try and stay clean. Unlike Puzzle Rush, with Puzzle Storm, if you get one wrong, you get a time penalty. So it's so important to stay accurate. Like the first ones are generally pretty simple, but still require some focus. Overworked rook. Ooh. Hmm. It might be bishop here. Yeah. Trap the queen somehow. And probably just take the bishop. Don't see any, I mean, rook g2 doesn't work. Okay. So far, so clean. Hmm. What color am I? I'm black. It's queen with check. Okay. Pork. What is this? Take. Oh, it's this. Okay. If I take here, okay, still looking good. Oh, what is this? Probably take the rook. Take the bishop. Or take the knight with the bishop. Hmm. What is this one? 93. Oh, 93. Nice. Hmm. Have to take. That was a weird one. Check. Oh, okay. Crumbled at the end there. 59. Better than yesterday. Welcome back to more people. I might as well review the final two I got wrong, and then I'll hop into some blitz. Switch back the scene. Some questions about aliens. I did encounter the alien Gambit a few days ago. It was the first time I didn't even know it was the alien Gambit. So this one, what should I do? Did I take the knight? Or no, I took the queen. Well, if I take here, then takes doesn't work. Oh, but takes also... Wait, what is this one? Oh, it's a free bishop. It's main in 2. Oh man, what a blind spot. Yeah. I was so focused on this and this hanging, or like all these captures, I forgot about the what should be the most obvious capture. Okay, that's a wake-up call. And then this one, yeah, this one I kind of panicked at the end. It starts with 92. Rook h8 hangs a rook. So probably queen h6. Although then queen h2. Then rook h8.
I will always engage.
Thanks for engaging, Guy Bronze. Welcome back. Yeah, it's got to be this. And then this. I feel like it should keep going, though. But maybe there's multiple moves here. Like maybe this and this are both winning. That's probably the case. Just check with engine. Yeah, queen h2 or rook h8. Same idea. Take, and then white has to block with the bishop, and black's winning. Okay. So, I think what I'll do is join the pool. My rating's been dipping recently. Anyway, let's play chess. Oh, I have Zen mode turned on. Maybe that's a good thing. I won't know who I'm playing. I'll just focus on the chess. Yeah, let's do this. Thank you, 16th century man. Chess, yes. We have a queen's gambit, Catalan, g3.
Yay, subscribed again.
Yay.
Much love, Eric.
Thank you, Betazep. I'm playing the Ray-Robson variation, which isn't the formal name of this line, but it's a tricky kind of sideline against the Catalan, named after the reigning world puzzle champion. Queen c2 is usually played, or queen a4. Knight e5. Not sure if I've encountered this before. First move that sticks out is this move, or queen d4. Knight c6 also comes to mind. Also this move. Yeah, let's go for this move. Because if it takes, then maybe I can take and then maintain the extra pawn. There's bishop f4. And rook d8. Okay, now if takes, and everything's hanging. Wonder if I can get away with bishop f2 there. So I could do guess ELO. Like, I don't know my opponent's rating. But they're likely around my rating, so likely around 24, 2500. Yeah, I think I will go for this. Because rook takes, I win the queen for free with check. King h1. I can't take the knight because I get mated. But king h1, I'll take, and then take, and then take, and then take. And I'll still be up a pawn. Maybe b5 in the end. Bishop g2. Bishop g2, knight a6. Attacking the knight. If bishop takes rook, I take. And the knight and bishop are both attacked. kind of a cool line. King takes f2. Unexpected. So now I can play this move. Oh, but it's not easy because here, here, here. Knight g4 first. Wait a minute. No, I have this and then queen f5.
Good to be back.
Okay, now I just take the queen. Good to have you back. Also good to win a queen. Here there's bishop takes. Knight. I guess knight d7. Queen and pawn for rook and bishop. Yeah, knight was hanging, but rook d8 was a threat. I mean, now, like, bishop g5, knight g4 should lead to good things. h3 may be coming. Start with h6. Yeah, it's a nice position. Time's about equal. Not scared of the discoveries. Any knight move I take with check. Except that knight move. White has another knight to use. Now the plan is bishop e6. Yeah, so now it's queen and 2 pawns for rook and knight. Okay, take. Probably no need. I'll start with this. e3 is still attacked.
Motivation.
Thank you, that Chi-Town dude. Appreciate the motivation bits. Position looks good, even though I'm a little bit passive with the queen. There's this move. Maybe just this move. Just stay calm. Likely will win on time, but yeah, position's very good. Okay. Opponent was rated 2461, gained 5 points. So, my ELO has been elevated. Let's quickly analyze. Yeah, there's some weird moment. This turned out to be quite good for black. I'm just curious, this 95 move, it's not a move I think I've ever encountered. I'll check my games here. Oh, I've encountered it once before. The previous time I played queen d4, which I didn't play this time because I saw bishop c3. Best move. Okay, queen c7 is one of the best moves. Knight c6 also up there. Oh, turn on the heart rate. My watch has been charging, but thanks for reminding. Watch is at 100%. Okay. Just make sure my heart is beating. I use an Apple Watch. I forget what series it might be, series 5 or 6. I've kind of lost track of what they're up to right now. I mean, I really just use the watch for my heart rate monitor on stream and then also counting my steps and telling the time. Also, thank you, Ellie2000. Gifting 10. Really appreciate that. Showing a crazy line after knight takes c4, bishop takes f2. I was calculating this during the game. Oh, but there's rook takes f6. How does this work? Bishop h6. Rook e8. And white apparently has adequate compensation. Wow. So I guess if if I go into this, the best move is just to give back the rook and play this. And black slightly for choice. Okay, let's move on. A new 3-minute game. New mystery opponent. And I'll play Sicilian. I'll play some more serious openings today. Maybe I'll go for Accelerated Dragon. Yeah, following the chess mood opening repertoire. Thank you, Widicolo.
Best 25 months of your life.
Oh, of my life, but also maybe of your life. Castling. Castling, I think I'm supposed to play d6 and then go for knight a5. Yeah, this is actually a more positional line. The goal is to get the bishop pair, and then to have a double fianchetto. I'm in no rush to take the bishop, though. Do have to watch out for some e5 ideas. I think it's okay. I mean, here, take bishop a4. So I have this move. Yeah, maybe I should have taken first. Now the plan is probably just a cry, because my knight is trapped. I could take and then... Ugh. There's rook c8, though. Maybe rook c8. I shouldn't be losing a full piece, because I'm counterattacking, so takes, I take. If white defends this knight, maybe I have knight c4 coming. It's getting spicy, as pawn is a bit fragile. There's not too many options here. Knight c6 or knight c4. Knight c4, take, and then knight b2, take. I mean, knight b2 is kind of a cool idea. And if takes, maybe I take the bishop. So I'm still attacking the knight. Knight a7, knight c3. Okay, queen c7. My queen about to get trapped. What's happening here? Here I can take, though. I'm still attacking. I mean, I'm attacking a lot of things. Can win the rook now. Somehow I'm up material. A weird sequence. Now I can play this. Trying to get rid of this knight. Oh, I'm losing back a thing maybe, but maybe not. It takes, I take with pawn hitting this knight. So takes, I take, and then both bishops are hit. Well, now both of my rooks are hit. I could take on e4. Black or white can only take one rook, and then I'll take back with the other rook. This bishop's not defend. It's still crazy. Time's getting low for both of us. c2's a target. Yeah, c2's attacked 3 times now. Not sure if I'm threatening to take it because rook c1. c4 is probably a good move. Control the file. Okay, so we're both consolidating. Wow. And b4 is hanging. Wow. What is this? Oh no, my bishop. Oh no, my bishop again. Oh yes, my checkmate. Okay. Super, super tricky game. This whole game was just a mess. So many things hanging. I was able to muster up enough initiative towards the end. The bishops proved to be very strong. So I gained 6 points there.
Nice checkmate.
Thank you, Teotwaki. Welcome back. Good to see you. Happy 44. Yeah, we played into a line which I learned a few years ago. This Rook E8 move used to be super rare. It's been a bit more trendy at top level play. The website Chess Mood has a whole video course covering the lines here. And there's a few different ways white can play against it. F3 is probably the main line. And then the idea is to play this and go for a quick d5. Although a lot of grandmasters will play f4 here. And then d5 is met with e5, so d6 is the main line. I mean, what happened in the game... Yeah, when white played bishop a4, I was regretting not having taken the bishop. It's still okay. I didn't see b4 coming, but I coped. Got knight b2. Engine likes white, but it's crazy. And then apparently this was a big blunder. And then e5 was a blunder. Ah, I missed e5. This is a move which usually is like a terrible positional move that blocks a bishop and weakens his pawn. But here it's just purely tactical. Like the knights are superfluous and I'm going to win one of them. So yeah, for everyone joining, really the plan is to try and raise my blitz rating, maybe get back to close to somewhere around 2600. Also trying to take some lessons from each game. Man, this was, yeah, definitely not the cleanest game. Apparently I was worse around here. Ah, rook f1 counterattacking. That would have been scary. Yeah, once I got this battery, then rook f1's not playable. I was just trying to remove the queen from defending f2. So if takes, it's also mate. So let's keep going. Another 3-minute game. Playing a new mystery opponent. I think Zen mode is helping, not worrying about the opponent, focusing more on the board. Bishop e5, yeah. So this e4 line is a variation I discovered several years ago. It's pleasant for black. Just develop. Knight here, I can play bishop g4. I have the bishop pair. There is a line takes, 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 and then takes, but then maybe takes. And now I probably have to do something with a pawn. I could take the knight, actually. I'm conceding the bishop pair because it's a little bit awkward for white to castle. Or a little bit impossible for white to castle. As knight e2 is maybe coming. Let's go for c5. Bishop a3. to do.
Go Eric. Get that ELO back.
I should go here, but I don't know what to do. Thank you, something Jordan. Play this move. Rook d7. Maybe just b6. And white was threatening to take, so I'm just defending. Because white wants to take this way. Bishop's defended now. Feels like a very awkward move, but at least after takes I can take with knight. Is the queen gonna fiend Keto? White's still applying pressure. Okay, let's unpin. If takes, maybe I throw in the check when the queen, and hopefully I have time to take back. Queen g5. Again, getting off the diagonal of the bishop. If takes, I take. g7 might be hanging after takes. But I'm threatening rook d1 here. Which maybe I should have played last move. White now can castle. If I take, check. I'll just play this. And the goal is to play f6, c5, double up. Yeah, king wants a castle, but it can't. Bishop's very nice here. And if castling kingside, maybe I just go for the rook lift to the h-file. Yeah, preparing the double up. I think I'll start with this. Could even play this now. Start with... Oh, that was a mouse slip. Oh, that was a bad mouse slip. It still might be good for me, but... F4 is going to come. I meant to play b5. Now white has so much counterplay. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm much worse here. My king is so naked. F4. F4, maybe at least I can trade rooks. Gotta run and try and hide. There's a line here, and then here. I don't know what's happening now. Okay. Survive that. Ay. Loco breath. Loco means crazy, right? Just had to breathe that game. I mean, if I play b5 instead of taking, then white just doesn't get any sort of counterplay. Yeah, this is probably one of the worst moves in the position that doesn't like blunder a queen or rook, but yeah, it goes from completely winning to white probably being for choice. Oh, Engine actually prefers this to sack and then go for this. I guess if f4 I en passant and then this is a threat. White's crumbling before this side is crumbling. Interesting game. This is a weird struggle in the middle game with the pin and... I mean, yeah, it did seem like black was for choice, just with white's king a bit stuck. Okay. Very fortunate there. Do you speak Spanish? Yo comprendo poco español. Yo estudié español en mi escuela por 4 años. But that was back in like 2010, 2011, 2012. I've gone to Spain a few times. The Spanish has come in handy. There was one time I played a tournament in Benasque, Spain. It was like a small mountain town, a few hours from Barcelona. And it's like the locals there don't really speak much English. And I remember like withdrawing cash from an ATM, and the ATM just ate my debit card. And like I didn't know what to do, so I walked into the bank, and the bank person didn't speak any English. So I was trying to explain like la máquina come mi tarjeta. Como what to do. Forgot how to say what to do. Que poner? Eventually I just had to get a new card. Okay. Oh yeah, como estás? Como está usted? Alright, moving on. Undefeated this stream. I actually don't know my current ELO, but I've gained a few points. Play e4. And we'll have a... I don't know what to play here. Let's play a Spanish. Roy Lopez. Speaking of Spanish, yo quiero un loco posición. It's probably not how you say position. Yeah, there's a trap if takes in this move.
Do you use chessable, Eric?
Not really, no. I prefer learning openings with, usually just with chess base. Or sometimes Lichess Study is a good tool too. The one chessable course I have is like one of the D4 courses by Sam Shankland. But it's more to see his recommendation against the Queen's Gambit declined. Play e5. Maybe I can take... Actually, there's a lot of different pawn moves to consider here. e5, there might be an issue of takes. d5... I'm taking... Can't spend too long. Let's just play this. I'll get some kind of Bononi type structure. I'll still probably go for the Spanish knight walk, referring to when the knight just travels to the king's side. So I have access to c6 and f5. Getting off this diagonal. Yeah, there's 3 defenders and 3 attackers against the pawn. Maybe f4. Someday maybe I can play e5. I mean, knight df5 also a nice attacking move. Oh, fancy. I feel like this shouldn't work, but take queen f8, knight f, or queen e8, knight f8. Let's go for it. Yeah, I have knight f5 here. Oh, but that king's f4. Bishop e7's coming. It feels wrong, but I'll go for this. I'm attacking 2 pawns. Rook f1. This is the extent of my calculation. Yeah, bishop e7. Probably in trouble here. It's a sharp position, though. I'm in time trouble for sure. Idea rook f8. Rook here, I take the bishop. Okay, now it's completely winning. But do I have enough time? Oh no! A little bit slow there. At least I didn't lose. I got the fork in the end. Got to trade. 2 seconds should have been enough, but yeah, what to do? It's a draw because Bach doesn't have any sufficient mating material. Yeah, I think I got too relaxed. Probably shouldn't trade queens. Should probably... Though here, I mean... How much time did I have? 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm not sure what the best practical decision is. Maybe to somehow eventually push the pawn or play h4, h5. Or knight h5, yeah. Walks into some check. Okay. Another very volatile engine graph. It's my first draw. My first non-win of the stream. I don't usually play the Spanish. I think I got a fine position though. Is d5 the best move? I took way too long here. I took like 30 seconds to play this move. Sometimes the downside of playing openings I don't usually play, like I don't have that kind of instant intuition. Okay, well I'm 25-50. What's your win-loss record this year? Not sure if there's an easy way to figure that out. If I go to Blitz, yeah, overall, I guess I could download all my games and then filter by this year. But that would require using ChessBase. My Blitz stats, I'm still very far away from my peak rating. Okay, new opponent. So the goal is to keep elevating the rating. Hopefully get closer to 2600. I'm going to play a wing Gambit, which opponent maybe is ready for. b5. Go for d4 now. Man, this looks pretty good so far. I could take the knight. Rook g1. Yeah, one plan might be queen d2 and never mind. I'm moving way too slowly. Take. Let's play a4 first. Probably not a great spot for the king. Be losing a pawn here. Okay, down a pawn, down on time. Knight g6, I'll take it. My king is creeping in. I can only get so far though. Hope I'm not walking into some mate. Oh, what did I do? I just blundered in knight. Oops. Okay, good game. Oh, what to do? That's not a good sign. I used the e8 square with the bishop because the knight was defending the bishop. But I used it when the bishop was not defending the knight. Just some malfunction there. Did I have a chance to draw? Black turned down repetition. I mean, here, if I could go back and undo my mistakes, it's not great. I would have had to like maneuver the knight elsewhere. My king's on a good square though. Black's still probably pushing here. And an earlier... okay, so I had one chance to maybe play f4. Get the outside passer. Okay, what to do? That was the first loss of the stream. Let's try and recover a little bit. Wait, what? I just clicked 1 minute? I guess I'm playing bullet chess. Oops.
How's it going? I hope Eric's winning.
I've tilted so hard that I've switched time controls. I didn't intend to do this, but we're doing it anyway. I don't know what my bullet rating is. E4 is a threat. Knight's a little bit stuck. That's okay. Or is it? Stop kicking me. Okay. Spicy position. It's getting spicier. Up on time. Oh no, my queen. Okay. That was a cool finish. Okay. I've elevated my bullet elo a little bit. The best cure for tilt. Also, thank you, Dymic. So, how about this? How about I'll go back to Blitz. I'll keep playing until I lose another game, and then I'll switch it up. Might switch to puzzles or even switch websites to chess.com. We have an Alekhine. I'll try and be a bit more serious here. I'll play a solid line. Thank you, gallant pawn. Yeah, there's already 3 attackers. Guess I have to play bishop e3 and go for knight d2. Wait, this isn't so pleasant, actually. And there's c5. Knight here, I'm... Okay, well now knight c3. Black can get the bishop pair. Yeah, Rabbit, Blitz, and Bullet are all they're all different levels of fast. It goes all the way to hyper and then ultra bullet. Okay, don't mind the position. And black has a d5 square. Maybe I'll save the bishop. The one drawback for black is when the knight's on d5. It's a nice piece, but it then obstructs the d files, and then it's harder to attack the pawn. Queen b4 might be coming. e3. Still go for this. I'll probably end up sacking a pawn. Queen b4. Maybe bishop e3. Okay, here I could take... Or bishop d2. Defending. The rook should really be on d1. If knight f5, maybe I take the knight here first, and then bishop f4. Oh, I dropped a pawn. But then, okay, it's just a trade. Win h6. Thank you, Bill Ratio, the first time prime. Yeah, I didn't really intend to go into this line, but now we're going into it. I have tactics. Wow, I was really asking to get 4 to there. It's not the end of the world. There's going to be compensation. Attacking this pawn now. Bishop f4. You take first. The time situation is good too. Yeah, this knight is basically as valuable as a rook. Still have to be careful though. Oh dear. Oh no. Ah! I needed one more move to try and set up the stalemate trick too, as my mouse wasn't listening to me. Oh, it's kind of sad. Oh, I had a good position. Oh no, my rating. Am I still up rating the stream? I'm down rating. Ah. What to do? I played 14 Blitz games? That might include some games from yesterday. Good game to my opponent. Put the pressure and then coped, like, had a nice position. I really went wrong taking on f5 because I walked into a pin and then the battery became powerful. My original intention was just to move back, and then I realized I couldn't. So, can't end with that. Have to do at least one more. Maybe I'll play a bit more aggressively. We have another French. I'll play this pet line. I prepared this opening in Qatar, but I never actually got to play it over the board. It's kind of a non-traditional way of developing. I'm still getting some nice harmony in the center. I'm not sure if I want to play this. Probably do, actually. Although, could also go for this. Like, trade the bishop and then play d4. I mean, black could take. This knight's very restricted. I'll be right back. I'm going to close my window. It's a crack open. It's getting cold. It's not worth the fresh air. Okay, now I play e5. Now life is pretty good. All 8 pawns. This is not the happiest bishop. This pawn's a target. Pieces are beginning to be optimized. Maybe threatening this move. Although I'm not sure what the follow-up would be. Knight takes c4. Oh, I could take on c4 first, actually. Yeah, let's do that. And if it takes back, I win the thing. Win the queen. It's like a discovery, but the discovery is really just preparing the check. Now e6. I really wish I could take my pawn. I could actually play this. Clearing the square for the fork. So if it takes back, now I fork. So it's as if I took my own pawn, but had to do so legally. I could take the knight. Let's play this move. So only open file on the board. Okay. Oh, that was my previous opponent who beat me not that last game, but a few games ago. So got a little bit of revenge. Oh, and it was yeah, it was also a French from a few games ago. But the previous game was a wing Gambit. This one was the F4 variation. Why not knight g4 attacking the rook? Oh, here. Honestly, I didn't consider it. I think though, if I played this, that probably works. It takes and then check and then takes and then takes and then takes. Yeah, lights up material. I just saw the pawn here. This move, I guess, is more of a blind spot because it's attacked by 2 pawns. What does the engine like? Oh, engine likes e6. Oh, engine likes e6 with a fork. This is a nice sequence, which I missed. And then after the queen takes, I can take on f5 with a skewer. If knight takes, I win the queen. And if queen takes, I remove the guard. Rook takes with check. And then if this, I can either take and then take, or remove the guard again, force the king to take and then take the queen. So the engine's used all the tactics. Okay. Question, Zen mode title Tuesday tomorrow. I've tried that before. This chess.com has something called focus mode, but it doesn't work in the same way that actually, I don't think it works in the same way where it hides the opponent, because it'll still show the opponent like somewhere in the window. So that might require like a custom extension. Should actually look for extensions in the Chrome store, like chess.com Zen mode. Oh, focus mode shows opponent, but not their rating. Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit different. I should just, I should do it the old fashioned way. I should take like a sticky note and place it over my monitor of where the opponent name would be. Yeah, so, I mean, there's got to be at least like one programmer watching who knows how to like write browser extensions to do simple things. I could probably figure it out too. I took a class in college that one of the projects was to write a simple extension. Could probably just also ask ChatGPT to write the extension. Probably the easy way to go. Anyway, let's keep going. Trying to raise the rating. New mystery opponent. Oh, thank you, AxerTypo. Yeah, now we have a Zen command courtesy of AxerTypo. We have a queen's pawn opening. Oh, Fubar asking, would I consider playing Stream Reverse Chat in 2024? I consider it this stream, actually. Like, yeah, it's been a while since I did it last. I think Fubar is one of the creators of, or the creator of, one of the bots. Okay, what is this opening? I guess A5. I've definitely encountered this before, but I think I've just been lazy to actually look up what to do against it. I'll go for a reverse Catalan type setup. I usually play the reverse version of the structure where I'm the one up a pawn. Here, yeah, because I'm black, I'm down a tempo. But at least I have some idea, hopefully, of what to do. If I take... Hmm. Yeah, I'm not liking the position. That's a good move too. Take. I'm really not sure what to do. Oh, that's a sad move. F3, I think I have to take and then at least take the bishop. I feel like I've kind of untangled a little bit. Maybe some d4 at some point, threatening f2. Yeah, knight wants to come to the king side. I'll probably go for the kitchen sink attack. Just throw everything at the king side. But what's the best plan? Maybe g5 and then rook lift. Could try and plant the bishop. I mean, we might see this move. Okay, now bishop c4. Yeah, white's probably in the sack. Or not. Ooh. I didn't want the queen to come in. What about f4? Maybe take and then f4. White's probably gonna have to play f3. Have this move. Attacking and defending. So if rook here, I think f3. Let's make sure. I think it's forced mate. I mean, takes king h8. Knight's so crucial in covering g7. And rook d8's a spite check. Okay, I was in trouble there. If I had to guess the opponent's ELO, 2450. Could be higher. Not sure. Probably around my rating. Maybe 2500. Oh, 2390. Okay. Okay. I was fortunate that game. Thank you, Pack Fanny.
What kind of mouse do you use and how do you draw arrows/circles so fast during a game?
Oh, I use a, oh! I unplugged the mouse? What did I do there? No, mouse is still plugged in. I use this. People can see that. Logitech. It's a Logitech G402. It's like the old chess bra mouse. Like Eric Hansen and Aman used to use this. I'm using their old setup from back when they used to live in St. Louis. But really, when it comes to using a mouse, it's just getting comfortable with whatever you have. Like I've seen players be faster than me with like just a trackpad. But yeah, with playing a lot of Blitz and streaming, I kind of get used to drawing arrows quickly. I do have a mouse pad. The mouse pad's like kind of large, so it's not easy to actually show. It's one of the mouse pads that Twitch sent in their holiday box. Do you still recommend the Lungen? Yeah, Lungen's a very fine opening. When it comes to openings, it's like there's so many good options out there. And some people prefer e4 over d4, but yeah, London, you can play aggressively, you can play solidly, so relatively easy to learn. Is there a hotkey to remove all arrows and circles? Yeah, it's just clicking anywhere on the board. Just left clicking. So if you have a lot of messiness, you could like right click each circle to undo, but just clicking any square will remove everything. If you're on mobile, I don't think there's like a way to draw arrows. If you're using iPhone or iPad, you can't really right click. How do you get to the point where you have so many options for opening? How do you get to know so much opening theory for every game? It takes time. I mean, I've been playing chess for well over 20 years, and I mean, for the last at least like 15 years, I've kind of had a curious approach to openings where I just enjoy learning new variations, new lines. In tournaments, I like being unpredictable. So with that style, it's allowed me to maybe learn a lot more than players who just stick with the same repertoire. And back when I used to coach more frequently, students would just have their own opening repertoires, and I would make an effort to like give them recommendations and kind of learn their openings to better provide some advice. Would you recommend the bird to a 2000? Yeah, bird is fine. Not an opening I really play or know much about, but it's definitely playable. I know a fellow streamer, GM Raven Sturt. I think he goes by GM Raven on Twitch. He's a big advocate of it. I mean, his name is basically a bird. I think he's coming out with a course on it. So anyway, let's do one more. Been playing a lot of Blitz this stream. Keeping it going. And we'll have another D4 opening. I should have checked the last game in the Kali. Here we have a Queen's Gambit declined. I'm going for Cambridge Springs. If knight f3, I play... Okay, f4. Wow, so it's like a hybrid of a Queen's Gambit and a Stonewall. I think I'll still play Queen a5. f4 does have the benefit of defending the bishop. But here, assuming bishop takes, knight e4 will fork the bishop and the knight, as both things are attacked twice and only defended once. So I'm using the typical Cambridge Springs idea, but a little bit different in this case. Queen a4 I can take and then fork. Could also throw in this move. So this opening worked out well. Play rook b8. Trying to activate. It's actually the nice thing about having the double pawns is using the b file. If takes, I can pin. Oh no, my pawn. And now the bishop is tied down to defending the knight. If takes, I can take and attack and defend. Yeah, knight c3 is a good move. Trying to keep initiative. Probably end up castling.
Almost a 4-year sub. You've come a long way, Eric.
Thank you, Booty
Especially
Snatcher.
with how comfortable you are behind the camera now. Smiley face.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, when I first started streaming, I was much less comfortable talking in front of the camera. I still liked streaming, but it took a while to find some level of comfort. Bishop b5. What to do? Yeah, this move first. Preparing some eventual double up. Thank you, Musty Q.
Gotham.
Oh yes, my Gotham. Although you misspelled Gotham. I don't know if that was intentional. Could probably go for h6 soon. Making Luft. I probably should have seen that coming. Being a little bit careless here. Ugly move, but I'm still up a bishop. I'm over defending to mobilize a rook again. If I get in this check, I'll probably be like pretty close to mating. Like once the rooks connect on the second. Yeah, threatening mate in 1. Okay, for some reason I forgot the bishop's hanging, but thankfully this will win the rook. And the check doesn't really help because the rook stays on the e-file. No stalemate tricks. If white didn't have these pawns and could forcibly sack the rooks, it would be stalemate. Okay, threatening mate in 1. The pawn has a pretty clean path.
What tastes better? Tea or victory?
Good question. I've been drinking coffee. So I don't have my victory tea to drink. Probably victory. Victory has a slightly more sophisticated taste. Okay. The sweet taste of victory. Okay. Yeah, that, I mean, this was a nice opening. Like white maybe tried to be. I mean, white was creative with the setup. Like usually you don't see such a setup combining the Queen's Gambit and Stonewall. And maybe there'd be cases where this like would work out. But I think already like after 94, it's just kind of crumbling for white. Of course, white should probably defend the knight. Queen a4 walked into tactics. Okay, let's get back to 2550. Keep it going. Rating's been fluctuating so far. I'll play d4. Haven't played in London yet this stream. Yeah, if takes some, there's some issues with the pawn. Here maybe queen e2. Okay, now I can take f4 maybe? Probably not though. Like once black commits to f5, the idea is to just trade, get the e5 square. I either want to take or play f3. In this case, I might have to take. Okay, so good knight. Not the best bishop. Might activate. With rook d1, I defend and got off the diagonal. And keep the pawns defended. I have the fork. Yeah, this should just work. Ooh. Fancy. If I take and then take. Yeah, it's scary. I might not take. And both rooks are still attacked. But I still want to take. A creative play from black. Burned a lot of time there too. Oh dear. Just crumbling. That was not a good move. Okay. Oh, that was rough. Wow. I got the fork, but it was rook f3 move. Maybe I should take. Well, first look without the engine. I mean, white goes up a full rook here. The problem is the only safe square for the queen is to move back. And it just felt like my king is so open. And maybe I could have considered taking and then going for this. But then queen f8. The bishop's strong too. And I took so much time trying to figure out what to do. Engine likes white. Best move was to take the rook and go for queen e1. But black has compensation. Well, the queen d8 is not the easiest move to find, because it does tie down the knight to the pawn. Trying to understand this line. Ah, rook c8 and king h7, knight f8. Yeah, there'd be just enough counterplay for white. You think you could reach 2600 in blitz? Probably not today. I've reached it before. I've been close to 2700 before, so it takes time and patience. Let's do one more. Try and redeem my London a little bit. Ooh, knight d5. Knight d5. I'm not sure if I fully understand the point of this line for black. Maybe to play knight e4. Now we're getting some French type structure. Start with c3. Wait a minute. Queen b6 is coming. Did I already go wrong? Guess I do have queen b3. I'm gonna have to take a break after this. My brain is slowing down a little bit. Okay, I sacked a pawn. Knight b4 is coming. Okay, this move. So I'm down a pawn. Have some space. Black wants to play this. I am attacking the knight. Defending and covering this. Um, Really did not want to play g5. Thank you, Shiaksu, gifting 10. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Could definitely use some energy. Under a little bit of pressure here. But holding on. One idea might be to play knight, some knight maneuver eventually. h2 to g4 to f6. Also rook hc1 coming. Start with this. Black really wants to play bishop a6. But I got my knight in. If queen a6, I might just trade queens. And then use the c file. Knight a6. So only open file. Doesn't work. Oh dear. So much regret. Still fighting, kind of. Good move. That's a bad position. This doesn't do anything. Aye. Okay. Thank you, Ladrim. Appreciate the 500 bits. Oh no. Yeah, not my proudest game. Blundered a little bit there. Do I do one more? Try and end in my blitz reign with an elevated elo? Taking a rematch. So I know my opponent here. I don't need to play in Zen mode. Going again. Playing a 4-night Scotch. Queen f3 is the main move. There's a lot of branches from this position, though. It's another move. So I'm threatening this, but also maybe threatening this. I have no idea if this is still theory. I'm just trying to play natural moves. And maybe it's worth taking. I'll play this first. Probably g6 coming.
Rocket.
I'm trying. Not always easy though. Okay, at least the knight covers h7, pawn covers g6. Still pressure against this too. Thank you, Alekhine. If I take... Okay, now I'll go for taking. And then take. Rook takes, I take on b2. If king takes... I mean, 94. f3 I can take on g3 with a queen. Threatening this. Queen e2, I have a pork. Where's my tactic? Might not have a tactic here. Take, take. Queen a6. Maybe queen a6 is best. And take on e2. Looks a little bit wrong though. Take on b2. Rook here. Offering the rook trade. If I take check, is that perpetual? Probably is. I'm playing for a win even though time situation's not great. I'm still playing for a win. It's probably a very bad decision. I have a pass a pawn now. There we go. It's like the finish to that movie, Searching for Bobby Fischer, where they have that dramatic pawn race. Both sides queen, but ends with a skewer. Okay. Did I gain rating? I think I'm still down rating. Oh, but the time zone changed. So I played one game on January 9th, even though it's still January 8th for me. I feel like I've broken even. Maybe equalized Eric's ELO for today's stream. Let me check the theory here. This, yeah, early 92 has been played by grandmasters. Of the engine running to bishop d6. So we still followed some games in Master's database. So the engine likes attacking things with pawns. h6, bishop h4, c4, bishop c2, and then take. I'm trying to understand why black is for choice here. I guess a b pawn is a little bit weak. Rook b1. Okay. I'll probably switch gears. Take a break from Blitz. Maybe I could do one stream reverse chat. How do I do it again? Oh, Fubar says it'll be fixed in 5 minutes. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to take a break. Very small break. But before I do, I'm going to give a puzzle to chat. I don't do this too often. But a puzzle came to mind the other day that has some interesting layers to it. So I'm going to clear the board. And let me just make sure I remember the position. Something like this, and then this. Like queen and king on... Queen on b7. Wait a minute. Oh no, queen's on f5. Oh dear. Queen on f5. King here. King here. Queen here. Okay. I think this is it. This is white to play. We'll just make an analysis board. Yeah, white to move. Wait, there. Yeah. Okay, white to move and find the best continuation. It may look simple. It's not just a matter of finding the first move. It's about finding kind of the sequence, the winning sequence. So for anyone saying one move in chat, you maybe have to calculate a little bit further. But I'm going to be right back. Good luck to everyone. And when I come back, I'll explain this, and then maybe the chat verse or the bot where I can play chat will be working. So stay tuned. What are people saying? Some people maybe have some idea. Some people have no idea. So I said it's white to move and play the best continuation. I didn't quite say if white is winning. Of course, white wants to win. But I want to do a poll to see what people think. With best play, can white win? Yes, no. Assuming best play from both sides. Just very quick poll. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are kind of on the same train of thought. At least a initial idea. Hey, it's Thinker Teacher. Thanks for the raid. Shout out to Thinker Teacher. If you're just joining, this is white to move. I have a poll going. Question is, with best play, can white win? About 80% of people say yes. 14 people say no, 20%. Okay, so here's the poll. Yeah, 78%, 60 votes for yes, 17 votes for no. This is it's kind of a weird question, and this is going to take some explaining. But with best play, this is a win on Lichess, but it's not quite a win if you're playing on chess.com. And now let me try and explain, because it gets into a very unique situation. Are some people now just really confused? One of the keys to winning this position will lead to a very kind of unique scenario. So the best move, good job to everyone who said queen f7. A really nice starting idea to provoke the king here. I mean, if the king moves here or here, then it's going to be an easy win, like check and then check. And yeah, this is winning for white. Oh, this is checkmate, actually. The king has no moves. And same thing if here, then where's the simplest win? Wait a minute. What's the win here? Oh yeah, queen with check. Yeah. Thinking it was pinned, but it's not an absolute pin. Yeah, just queen with check. So the king has to take the queen. And then we under promote to a knight, to fork. But it's not over. Even though, okay, white's going to take back the queen, white's up a knight, it then becomes a race to the pawns, and it looks like the king is going to be quicker. And now it's white to move from this position. I'm actually curious, like, how many people were able to calculate further and find the win, or find the best approach from this position. And maybe we'll do a poll here. Like, let's see, let's do another poll with all the suggested moves in chat. What would you play as white? We have knight a5, knight c5, knight d8, king g6. I think these are the four main options. This, 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 or this. No other moves really make sense. So let's see what people want. Knight b1. Yeah, knight b1 would be nice if it were legal. Take the pawn, but life isn't that simple. Yeah, it would be nice if we could move back to d8 and promote to a queen. Unfortunately, knights can't promote in the same way pawns can promote. That would be cool, though, if any piece could promote. I have to make a variant. Knight b1 is legal. Google and wrap around it. Yeah, maybe in some other universe. Okay, what are people saying? Wow. So, knight a5 is leading. Or no, king g6 is leading. But it's kind of close. Well, good job to everyone saying king g6 is the best move. The thing about all the knight moves, like, of course you want to try and use a knight to save your pawn or win this pawn, but they're all just too slow. Like 21 people said knight a5. The king's walking in. There's really nothing white can do. Like, if you get the knight to c1, it defends the pawn, but then your knight's attacked. And then you're just losing the pawn. Meanwhile, like, if knight here and then okay, maybe some people have the idea of getting the knight to b4. The problem here is the king will move back, attack the knight moves somewhere, and then, yeah, the king's going to take the pawn or it'll be repetition. So I hope that makes sense. It's really the same case with any other knight move, like knight c5, knight d8. There's no square you can really get the knight to, and you're not quick enough to actually win the pawn. Like, there's no clear path to take the pawn, move the knight, and push. Because the king's just going to be faster. So, king g6 is the best move. White's not going to move the knight. White's going to follow the black king. And I guess this is like, what do we call this? Stalking? The white king is going to stalk the black king. Usually you shouldn't do this in real life, but the king will follow the black king, and once the king takes the pawn, then king c2. And here's where a weird situation will happen, because the rules differ a little bit across Lichess and chess.com. On Lichess, king and knight, it's sufficient mating material if the opponent has a pawn on the board. On chess.com, king and knight is not sufficient mating material. And in this position, white has forced mate. Yeah, after king c2, black has to play king a1. This is white to move checkmate in 4. I guess it's 2 or 4, depending how quickly black wants to perish. But yeah, the sequence is knight c5. If a2, it's checkmate. If king a2, the knight's gonna, the key squares to get to is c1, where after knight d3, king a1, knight c1, we control a2, we prevent king a2, we force pawn a2, and this is checkmate. But the loophole is on chess.com. If you get this position, black could just run out of time and the game is declared a draw. So it's like one of these weird things, which I guess is a bit different across the platforms. And a couple years ago, I had a very similar position. It wasn't exactly like this, but it was king and knight against king. Maybe black had double rook pawns or something. But I had forced mate, my opponent flagged, and the game was declared a draw. But there's situations where, like, let's say it's king and knight versus king and knight. On Lichess, it doesn't like auto finish the game because there's still a mating possibility. And then sometimes it can boil down to who dirty flags who. So there's like pros and cons to kind of this decision of how the position should be handled. But this is a case where, yeah, white should be given the win, especially if you get to this position. So I hope this was an interesting puzzle for people. There's a question, what if king g6 instead of queen f7? King g6, black will take the pawn. If the queens get traded, even if white can win this pawn, it's a draw. The king's just gonna chill in the corner. Yeah, so I did actually tweet this position. But this was a couple years ago. I had this position. I was black. Black has mate in 3. My opponent ended up flagging. And the mate in 3 is also to like eventually get the knight to b6. Or king c8 and then knight e6 to c7. What if black king goes for knight instead of pawn? Yeah, so I guess I didn't quite cover all the branches from this position. But if the king goes towards the knight, well, I guess it can't move to d6. Moves here. We'll keep chasing. We'll keep bringing our king back. If it goes this way, we just save the knight. And then I guess it could go back towards the pawn. But let's say it just keeps attacking the knight. Basically, we will... What am I doing here? Let's play knight f7. The king will come back. And eventually white will round up the pawn. As long as you can get the king to c2.
4 months, half a baby.
Then the key to winning this position is to eventually use a knight, force the king back, win the pawn. And this is a pretty classic win. Like you just keep walking up with the pawn. And then in the end, you just get the knight to this square, force the king out of the corner. And this position is actually checkmate in 4. 1, 2, 3, and then 4 is a nice aesthetic mate. Oh, it was stalemate in 1, though. Yeah, white missed stalemate in 1 with pawn a7. Anyway, yeah, just a short anecdote. So I think what I'd like to do, I'm not sure if it's possible to play the chatbot if Fubar is still here. Oh, Fubar is here. It's ready. Okay. Let's do this. I haven't done this in a while. Let's find the thing. Go challenge 5 plus 30. Okay, I need to write this command in the chat. Okay. Toggle off Zen mode. So, I should explain. It's been a while since I've done this, but I'm about to play a game against Twitch chat. Can I put chat over my head? There we go. I'm white. Good luck, chat. You can make a move by just typing in the chat, and then it'll compile. I think it should compile the stats. Yeah, good luck, everyone. Hopefully it's working. I don't know if it's working, though. Hey, it's working. Okay. Oh, maybe it's not sharing the stats. So E5 was the most voted for move. Okay, let's see what chat is gonna do here. I think I know what's coming. Pretty sure I know what's coming. It's gonna be close though. Yeah, knight of 6. Okay. Is it Stafford Gambit time? Oh no, you're Stafford Gambit. Yeah, knight c6 is by far the most popular. There's like 1 vote for king e7. I saw a few votes for knight takes e4. Some people wanted to play the main line. Okay, should I go into the Stafford? No, let's play knight c3. This is now a Halloween Gambit. Hey, okay, we have the stats too. There were 38 votes for knight f6. 31 for knight c6, so only 7 vote difference. Oh no, my knight. Okay. Yeah, so this is the point of the Halloween. I'm not sure how much I should explain, because the whole entity of my opponent is basically stream sniping. I mean, that's the nature of playing chess against chat. But the point is, I sacked a piece to gain time in the center. I'd like to keep expanding here. Yeah, going for pawn e5. Let me change the stream title. Playing chess versus chat. Kicking this knight. This knight has 5 legal moves. Yeah, that was the only safe move. Okay, let's develop. So I'm down a piece for a pawn. But I have the center in development. Chat has the extra knight. It would be interesting to toggle on sub-only chat. And then only subscribers could play. Maybe for a future game. Okay, 12 votes for bishop to b4. Very logical move. Play queen f3. I mean, white's probably objectively worse here. But I think I can say that I'm objectively happy or subjectively happy. I'll pre-move this. A pre-move doesn't go through. Okay, I'm playing ultra aggressively. Oh no, my pawn. Someone call an ambulance. One person still says king e7, even though king e7 is not legal. Yeah, all the trolls can't get the bomb cloud to go through now. I don't think I'll be dirty flagging because there's 30-second increments. Chat is gaining time. h5 preventing me from playing h5. Very wise. Wait, what to do here? Now I have to think. I have to be careful thinking out loud too. I'm gonna play king f1. Getting out the way of the e-file. Yeah, king f1 breaks both pins. This pawn was pinned, and my knight was pinned. Oh no, my pawn is still hanging. No one's saying knight takes h4 though. Kind of sad. We see d6. Ooh. I think it paid off to unpin my knight. And now the knight is doing work. 13 votes for d6. Oh, it was very close. Some people wanted bishop takes c3, which honestly was probably a better move. Opponent offering a draw. Maybe later. Probably not though. Yeah, we're not going to end the game prematurely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I kind of saw that coming. Chat resigns. Was the final position resignable? And what could have happened in some alternate universe? Instead of resigning, you could have 16 votes for resign. I like how king e7 was in second place. Chat just gives up. I'm slightly disappointed. In a different universe, you could take. And maybe I would defend the queen, create the battery, and then hang maiden 1. That's why you should not resign. Okay, that ended very quickly. I wonder if it's worth like playing another game using sub-only mode. Maybe subscribers are more like fighters. Let's try sub-only mode. Let's see how this goes. Can I rematch? Wait, what happened? Oh. Yeah, new game. Yeah, so if you want to subscribe to participate, thanks to the most recent subs. Capri Sun, subbing with Prime.
If you wanted me to sub, you could have just asked Smile.
Oh, yeah, please sub. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Golf is Life, and Not Now Nico. Okay. Yeah, subscribers also get ad-free viewing, a lot of perks. So, I'm doing another. Random side. I have to click the thing to make the challenge go through. Oh, Nate Brady gifting 5. Thank you, Nate Brady. Couple more Prime subs. We got Achtunj, etc. Dragoslow. Okay. Let me switch this to sub-only mode. I feel like chat's about to slow down. And now let's type this command. Okay. Deactivate Zen mode. Okay, good luck. Oh, should I put the blindfold on? Maybe next game. We gotta take baby steps. I feel like this is gonna be more difficult than the previous one. But I like being able to see the moves and draw arrows and everything. So E4. Do I play a Stafford Gambit? I think I'll maybe go for a Stafford. We'll see what the subscribers want. Oh, should I flip the board? Do people want me to flip the board? Poll. Which perspective? White, black. I'm doing a quick poll just to see what people want. Oh, almost everyone wants white. Interesting. Okay, I'll flip the board. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry for people that might be triggered by that. Okay, board has been flipped. This is weird. Now it feels like I'm white, but I'm black. I'm playing a Stafford Gambit. Stafford Gambit time. I'll pre-move this so you guys know what's coming. It'd be funny if chat plays knight c3 though. But okay, no Halloween Gambit. Only one person wanted to copy my opening from the previous game. Thank you, Ill Will. Another new Prime sub. So this is different than the previous game. I guess I'm still the one who's gambiting. Can chat refute the Stafford Gambit? Still theory. I'd imagine, yeah, my subscribers should have at least watched a lot of the videos on the Stafford. I've explained how to refute the opening a bunch of times. And it's between bishop e2 and king e2. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, there's way more serious people than protesters. I mean, so far, yeah, the engine would say like white's very winning here. Probably like plus 2.5. Okay. We're going for the magical line. Shout out to Vampire Chicken who helped innovate this move. I'm not sure what the right word is. Innovate, invent, discover. Okay. Oh no, my bishop. I'm really curious, like if Chad is gonna know the full refutation. This is a position I've had several dozen times, if not, maybe close to 100 times. And check my stats afterwards. If I had to guess, maybe around 50 times. Yeah, there are different branches. I mean, there's a lot of branches which are good for white. H3 earlier would have been a fine move. And this is probably like one of the most critical lines. Oh no, my knight and my bishop. Can only take one at a time though. What were the stats there? So F3 7 times. And then a lot of other random moves. And non-random moves. Ooh. So the knight has perished. I'll take the pawn. Oh no, my bishop. It's funny, there's still people that want a Bond Cloud, but King E2 is not legal, so some people saying King D2, which pretty soon might be the best move. King might have to run at some point. H3, wow. Wait, now I have to figure out what's going on here. It's so weird looking from white's perspective, too. I mean, I have a lot of candidate moves. I have this and this and this. Not quite sure what I want to go for. Like, this is the first position, which is kind of new territory for me. Let's go for this. Looks fun. Like the most aggressive, leaving both bishops attacked by pawns. Oh no, both my bishops. Okay, we're having fun here. At least I'm having fun. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in all my subscribers. Falling for the oh no, my bishop. Oh. Chat played so well too, the first. I mean, probably up until the final move. Good game though. I mean, look at this engine graph. Can I analyze with engine? I have to enable. I was winning the whole game up until move 13. So let me give a short lesson. Also, yeah, what is white supposed to do here? It's not super simple. Bishop takes g4 wasn't best on my part. Although it looked really fun. Best move was g2. Rook g1 and then take on h3. Wow. Very crazy position though. Can you be mad at us instead? Disappointed is so much worse. I don't really feel mad though. Can I fake being mad? Or not really. Just ban it. Yeah, I could just be mad and ban all the subs. Have to release my anger somehow. So in this position, yeah, the key was not to take the bishop, especially with this bishop. The key was to identify black wants to do this. We should develop and defend. And white's up a piece here. Okay, maybe g2 could still come, but at least white is surviving and should be for choice. And then earlier too, like bishop f3 is actually, I think, an easier move to go for because it blocks the checkmate and it doesn't commit that pawn. And also, Yeah, h4 doesn't work in the same way because then the knight hangs, and then f pawn can recapture in the event of the trade. So anyway, hopefully some lessons to take away. This is fun to do. In the future, maybe I'll do some more games against chat. But for now, I'm gonna wrap things up. It's been over 2.5 hours. Do stay tuned for more.